Did you know large air pockets in sourdough are not always a problem? But what they are is a clue. First thing I personally look at is not necessarily the hole itself. I'm always talking about looking at the full crumb around it. You have and can see these giant tunnels that are surrounded by tight, dense, gummy bread. That can be what some people call fool's crumb, where the loaf looks open in a few spots, but was probably under fermented, which we've talked about bulk fermentation in past videos. But this probably means that it was under fermented overall. If the rest of the crumb is soft, light, and evenly open, which you can see here, then a few bigger holes may just be the result of shaping or a higher hydration dough, which I will also provide some examples of within here as well. I've talked before about how when it's a higher hydration loaf, it's very sticky. It's kind of hard to control. But if the dough is super hard to control for you, the first thing I would do is reduce the water down closer to maybe 325 or 350 just to see your final crumb and see if it becomes a little bit more even. I would also, or what I've also done is gently kind of press out any larger bubbles during the pre-shape. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but I do just because sometimes I don't want holes in the bread that I'm going to eat. I try to shape it with enough tension when I do that. The goal, remember, even though I just said I don't always like a bunch of holes, the goal is not to erase every hole. The goal is to avoid random tunnels with dense bread around them. So, again, my answer is check fermentation, check shaping, and then if the dough feels too loose, then go ahead and lower the hydration before changing everything else. I also like to keep a little checklist of different changes that I make because I feel like, and it's proven, that baking is chemistry. And so it's really fun to kind of learn and tweak things as you go and see what the end result is. But anyway, if you want to learn more about sourdough, then like and follow. Thanks so much for watching.